crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning. Bix Weir, roadrooter.com with your morning horns. Your sip of chaga coffee. I had a great discussion with Greg Reese. First time I've talked to him. He's affiliated with Alex Jones' site. Go check it out, gregreese.substack.com. I will put the link below this video. Check out that discussion called White Hats in the Fed. We go through a lot of the Road to Rooter stuff. I'm trying to get people up to date so that they at least know that we're not alone out there. We're not alone out there. There are good guys behind the scenes. The only thing I am scared of now is if the good guys do what the good guys have always done for the past 100 years, is to kick the can. They can. Don't underestimate the ability to rig every single market with computers that Alan Greenspan, he wrote the first programs. I mean, he invented our electronic financial system. No, he is not in charge anymore. He's like 96 years old. There's people at the Fed and at the Treasury who pull the real strings behind the scenes. It is exactly like the Wizard of Oz. There's a little man behind the curtain programming in. I think they did a remote viewing of that person just recently. And he's standing there with a talisman and a cup of coffee telling all the computer programmers what mouse to click to make silver go to $18.87. It's all programmed in beforehand. It's insane what's going on right now. Anyway, go check that out. The Reese Report on Substack. Again, I will put the link below this. Silver's still rigged. Silver, it's interesting. You think about how much money has been printed since 1980 when silver hit $50. I mean, gold responded. Gold's at what, $1,800, $1,700, 3 times the price. No, 2.5 times the price from 1980. Silver is less than 40% of its 1980 all-time highs. That's just insane. I'm sorry, but anybody who can't figure that out, do me a favor. If you don't have enough physical silver in your own possession, go to your local coin shop today and load up your truck. It's the only way you're gonna. No, silver mining companies aren't gonna happen. They'll all be nationalized. That should be obvious to everybody now. SLV is a derivative product that will be gone. It will be 100% gone. Question is, where is that silver and who owns it? I think it's part of the J.P. Morgan stash that's been leased by Bank of America, and I think ultimately went into the hands of Warren Buffett. But we'll find out soon enough. Definitely get your silver in your own possession. If you don't have a local guy, contact Andy Scheckman. Info at milesfranklin.com. If you've already purchased from him, now's the time to make your last buys. We're about to enter September. September is when I believe the chaos is going to start. I would say September 11th is that's a Sunday right after that. And hang on to your hats, because this is the ultimate chaos. I'll get to that in 1 second. I do want to tip my hat. God bless Representative Alex Mooney of West Virginia has sent a letter to the Mint calling out the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and the U.S. Mint Director Ventures Gibson for the long-running production slowdown in the American Silver Eagle Bullion Program that has caused shortages and dramatically higher prices for this iconic silver coin as compared to its peers worldwide. This is absolutely true. Bravo. Go to Money Metals, and they had a great article on this. Many Americans have sought to hedge against high rates of inflation by acquiring hard assets, including gold and silver. Overall market demand for bullion coins has risen to higher levels than seen in recent years, if not ever. And Ventures Gibson, and he goes through the law. It says you're required to produce these coins in quantities to meet demand. It's that simple. Here's his questions demanding answers from Yellen and Gibson. 1. Does the Secretary believe the American Silver Eagle coin is being produced in quantities and qualities that are sufficient to meet demand? If she does, she's drunk again. Number 2, why is only a single supplier currently allowed or willing to provide the U.S. Mint with silver blanks for its Silver Eagle program? I don't think there's only one. If there is only one, it would be the Sunshine Mint. That is a lame excuse. The U.S. Mint used to produce their own blanks. Now, the way that the U.S. Mint buys the metal, they go into the COMEX or the LBMA and take the bars, the 5,000-ounce bars, out. That's how they buy the metal. And then the rest is processing. So they can do it themselves or have it outsourced. Number 3, given its statutory mandate to amply supply these coins to the public, why doesn't the U.S. Mint have a policy to build reserve of silver blanks during periods of slower demand in order to create a buffer for periods of higher demand? Great question. A better question is, why does the U.S. Mint hedge its production so that when they don't have blanks and they have a gigantic hedge book, they sit there with naked hedges, suppressing the price? Why does the U.S. Mint facilitate the suppression on the price of silver? Number 4, has the U.S. Mint examined the practices of other sovereign mints, such as Britain's Royal Mint, Australia's Perth Mint, Austrian Mint, or the Royal Canadian Mint, to learn from their relative success in meeting high public demand for their coins? If so, what were the results of this findings? Number 5, what actions are currently being undertaken to address the Mint's production problems, which reportedly extend to beyond the Silver American Eagle program? And when will the U.S. Mint again be able to fulfill its mandate to meet public demand? All right. So this came out at the same time I got a letter from Ventures. Ventures Gibson, the head of the U.S. Mint, sent a letter to all their customers. And this will shock the shit out of you. I posted it on the website, on the Roto-Rooter website. This is it. Treasury United States Mint, dear valued customer. At the U.S. Mint, we take pride in the focus we apply to customer satisfaction. None of your customers are satisfied. And we've continually strived to improve your experience with us. We have listened to what you've told us about how to improve our customer service delivery, and we've made significant improvements. For example, we have recently enhanced and stabilized our website. Oh, bravo! I can't make a Silver Eagle, but I can enhance the website to provide a more satisfying e-commerce experience during the peak sales times for most of our popular products. And I underline this, so get ready. We appreciate your continued patience as we work to increase numismatic production amid unprecedented demand. Holy shit. Unprecedented demand. She admitted it, but it's not the demands that's the problem. They've only made 12 million coins so far. They have the capacity to do over 50 million coins per year, and they've only done 12 8 months into the year. Amid unprecedented demand for circulating coins, staffing shortages during the global pandemic. By the way, bitches, the pandemic's long over. And you automated everything. It's all done by CNC machines, by the way. And supply chain issues. There's no supply chain issues. All the other mints have no problem. And this is what I underlined. You cannot make this up. This year, it's like the Biden administration throws out lies and think people won't call them on it. This year, we significantly increased production quantities of our most popular coin, the American Eagle 1-ounce silver dollar, which will lead to broader availability to our customers. You are at literally 25% of capacity, of your capacity. Ventress is lying her ass off. They've only produced 12 million coins. When JP Morgan was buying Silver Eagles, they produced 47 million and had a $2 premium. And now they only produce 12 million coins and have literally a 60% to 70% premium on them. Ventures Gibson, the head of the Mint, needs to be kicked out of there immediately for lying to the American people. Lying to the American. Right in this letter, we see they have lied. We know it is disappointing that some popular products could not be available this year, and we are committing to returning to full production going forward. I thought you said it was. Right here. Right here. We significantly increased production quantities for one of our most popular coins, the American Silver Eagle 1 ounce silver dollar. Why are you increasing production capacity and not giving anybody coins? This is insane. There she is, Ventress Gibson. Ventress Gibson was appointed as the head of the U.S. Mint and has never worked in a mint in her life. Ever. Never worked in a mint in her life. She was the head of HR in different departments in the Biden administration and the Obama administration. The head of HR, great 40-year career in HR, has never worked in a mint in her entire life, and now is the director of the U.S. Mint. Welcome to America. All right. A lot of people asking me, hey, Bix, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I believe that, what was his name? Lindsey Williams. You guys remember Lindsey Williams? He's probably still out there, but a long time ago, he was like, Europe goes first, 2 weeks later, America goes. I think it's the same thing. I think Europe's going in September. And then 2 weeks later, we get 2 weeks of reprieve. You're going to be able to get your money out of the bank if you have less than, say $10,000. If you have over $10,000, good luck. Good frickin' luck getting any money out. That woman who ordered $50 million worth of Eagles from Andy Schectman, good move. She had a hell of a hard time getting out. I guarantee you, she better hurry up on whatever she's doing if she's going to try to get more coins out of the United States of America. I think she's going to lose the rest. She was at least a billionaire. She's going to lose $950 million in a banking collapse. That is insane. Get the hell out of there. She should be buying every scrap piece of metal she can find. If you have over $10,000 in the bank, good night. Good luck getting it in September. Yes, they will put limits on the amount of withdrawals you can make. But you're like, wait, that's my money. No, it's not. You gave it to that damn bank. It's the bank's money now. Anyway, Europe plans emergency intervention in power market as all hell breaks loose. What are they going to do? Idiots provoke Russia into starting a war, and now they're screwed. Look at the price of baseload German, French, Ford electricity. Oh, it tells you right now, forwards, those are derivatives. Even the European energy markets are rigged with derivatives. But look at that. Literally, a couple months ago, they're at 200. I don't know if this is dollars or euros. 200 to go to 1,200. That's a 6x move. What would you do if your power bill grew 6x in 6 months? You'd be a little pissed. Emergency intervention, what are they going to do? They don't have the gas. They don't have the power. They're way behind the curve. Article here, this is beyond imagination. Polish homeowners line up to buy coal ahead of the winter now. They're buying lines to buy coal now ahead of the winter. It is getting so ugly out there. You guys obviously are on the road to Ruta. You've made all your preparations. You've got your food, your water, your shelter. You've got everything out of the banks. Congratulations. You did your retirement rollover with Will Lear at Perpetual Assets. Congratulations. You're ahead of the game. Now sit and watch the show. I've been screaming it. Get your assets in your own possession. Be prepared to ride out something for 2, 3. I could see it going 2, 3, 4 weeks, but it's not going to return to normal. That's just 2, 3, 4 weeks without power, without water, without food. And then months with trying to figure out where to go. The same government who's in there now will not be the government that will be running the show. We don't even know what kind of government will run the show. When the banks go, the governments go. This is the time. Zoltan Pozar had a great article on Zero Hedge. It's a premium article. I'll read you a little bit of a quote he was quoting, kind of an overall, what the hell went on? How did we end up in this situation? Where is it? I don't know where I was. It went through China. It went through the U.S. It went through China, Russia, and the U.S. All these relationships are breaking down. Here it is. If there is trust, trade works. If trust is gone, it doesn't. I've been screaming about the end of globalization and the end of trust. Trust destroys everything, and then it's literally gone. We live in a trust monetary system. We trust that the United States isn't printing more money and not telling other people. We trust that Russia isn't printing more rubles. We trust that China isn't printing more yuan and just not telling people. Of course they're printing more. Chimerica does not work, which is China and America, does not work anymore. And Europe and Russia, does not work anymore either. Instead, we have a special relationship between Russia and China, the core economies of BRICS bloc, and the king and the queen of the Eurasian chessboard. A new heavenly match forged from the divorce of Chimerica and Eurussia. How did we lose trust? This sums it up right here. Sorry, I got a cough. It's because I was partying this weekend, by the way. The cartoon version goes like this. China got very rich making cheap stuff and then wanted to build 5G networks globally, making cutting-edge chips with cutting-edge lithography machines, but the U.S. said no way. As a result, Chimerica is going through a messy divorce. The two sides don't even talk anymore. The Biden administration tried to contact China, and they're not answering the phone. And then it says, Russia got very rich selling cheap gas to Europe, and Germany got very rich selling expensive stuff produced with cheap gas. Current accounts swelled for both. Business was good that Russia and Germany planned a vow renewal with Nord Stream 2, but the ceremony was called off abruptly and turned into a divorce. As one side did something the other side couldn't tolerate. Events unfolded quickly and involved NATO, Ukraine, and the balance of power in the continental Europe. And the result of this is another messy divorce in which the two sides don't talk anymore. So Russia is not talking to anyone in Europe, truthfully, right now. Finally, the U.S. got rich by doing QE, but the license for QE came from low inflation regime enabled by cheap exports coming from Russia and China. I would say enabled also by the lying about the inflation numbers. Naturally, the top of the global economic food chain, the U.S., doesn't want low inflation regime to end, but if Chimerica and Eurussia are over as unions, the low inflation regime will have to end, period. And he goes into why we're probably going to war now. Yep, I do think that the United States will be in a war before this is over. And it's not going to be a pretty one. It will probably be nuclear. I'm just saying, if history is a judge of anything, yeah. I mean, Russia and China, gigantic countries, both nuclear armed, and we're sitting here saying, oh, yeah, we're the America, we're the greatest, and we got a dysfunctional government. I hope it doesn't go to war. There is a way around war, and that's by overthrowing your current government. Are the American people ready to overthrow any government that goes in right now? I don't think so. 30 million people work for that government. If the banks go, 30 million people don't have any job and have no money. It's getting ugly, basically. So keep an eye on Russia. As soon as you hear that, keep an eye on Europe. As soon as you hear there's a European banking problem, people start running to their banks. You bet you have 1-2 weeks maximum to get everything out. I don't know why you have it in the bank now. If you have any money in the bank, I have no idea why. It boggles my mind. But we are there. September should start the craziness. I think after September 11th, I think it's game over. And by the end of October, we're going to know the extent of the destruction, whether or not a bank bailout is done or they just let it fall. Let the pieces fall where they may. Any way you look at it, get your silver in your own possession today, not tomorrow. Because this could happen. It could happen any day. Any day. Again, though, I think Lindsey Williams is right. It's going to start in Europe. They're going to shut down their ATMs, or make it limited quantity you can pull out. And as soon as you hear that, that is the moment that you have 2 weeks before your bank shuts down forever and takes all your money. That's where we are. This is Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with that happy note. Make sure you subscribe to the private road. Hit subscribe today. We're currently giving away 1 silver Ruta coin. This coin's going to save your life. Of course it is. When the road to Ruta theory is proven to be correct, that's going to be a very valuable coin. Go check it out. Bix Weir, roadrunner.com.